Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Jack Belt here from Epik Cards Games in Irving, Texas. That's not Dragon Slayer, is it? So, we're getting a deck profile. What deck is this?
It's kind of like my brainchild. I decided to put in. We'll just get to the deck profile and I'll kind of just like describe it as we go. So, originally we start with the plan engine: Lone Fire, Dandy, Spore, Debris. Obvious, like all staples for the plan engine. I play Titanial mainly because it's really good, especially against anything that targets on the field. And it's just 2800, so it gets over like Logias and stuff pretty easily. 1 Gigaplant. This is just like kind of a tech choice because it kind of melds the two archetypes that I'm putting together. Because if you don't know what Gigaplant does, he special summons an insect or plant type monster from your graveyard or hand. So yeah, so that's it for the whole plant engine part. Under the other, triple centipede. Searches your entire, tutors basically the entire Inzektor engine. 2 ladybug. Usually I don't like drawing into like 3, so that's why I don't run 3. I think 2 is consistent. Originally I was running 1, but if you have like a centipede or a dragonfly without a discard, like without an equipped card to equip it to, it's kind of bad. So yeah, and then we run the obvious 3: Hornet, Dragonfly, Gigamanus. I don't know. And then for boss monsters, we run Dark Arms, Samorg. Samorg's actually really good. You run, I think, around like 4 wind type monsters, so he's really easy to summon. And people really don't expect him, especially if you go on first turn. They can't set anything. So, for example, if you're playing like the Geargia matchup and you go Samorg, like their most optimal first turn play is like gone. Alright, for draw power, we run 2 card Guardie. I was thinking about bumping this to 3, but I don't have 3. And then 2 card Trooper. Milling a lot of things in this deck are especially good, like Ladybugs, Hornets, Dandy, Spore, things like that. It also thins your deck out. 2 Doomcal. Originally I was running Thunder King, but it was really conflicting with Centipede, so I decided to main deck Doomcal instead. People have to waste like Veilers or Maxis most of the time on Doomcal, so then next turn I know they don't have like a Maxi or a Veiler, and I can like summon Dragonfly and go off. And then only 1 hand trap, which is Gores. Personally, I don't like to main deck hand trap, so it's just a personal choice. So that's it for monsters. It's a heavy monster count. Onto spells, the Trinity, Dark Call Heavy Reborn, and then 1 Avarice, triple MST, 1 Foolish, 1 Lance, 1 1-for-1, 1 Scapegoat, and then finally 2 Zek Caliber for the OTK. For traps, we run the Solemn Duo, and then 1 Mirror Force and 1 Torrential. I'm thinking about actually putting in 2 Mirror Force or 2 Torrential. It just depends. I like having both just for the option. And then if I play 1, they expect the second one because that's what most people play. And I play 2 Call because calling like a Lone Fire or Dragonfly or Centipede or Dandy even, Card Trooper, it's really good. Alright, so that's it for the main deck. Originally it was 41. With the Lance, it's 42. You want me to do side or extra?
Yeah, just switch it both.
Alright, so I'll do extra first. So for Synchros, we play Scraps, Stardust, Black Rose, Ancient Fairy, Gaia. I would suggest running Orient. I don't own Orient. Librarian, Catastor, and Formula. I mean, all of these are pretty easy to go into. And then for Exceeds, we run 1 Exostag, 1 Maestroke, and then for 3s, we run Zenmains, Leviair, 10 Tempo, Leviathan, and Giga Brilliant. I wouldn't run Leviathan if I didn't run the Inzektors, but yeah. Alright, so that's it for the extra. Onto the side. The side might seem conflicting, but I'll kind of explain it once I'm done. So we run 2 Snowman, 2 Thunder King, 2 D-Fissure, 1 Soul Taker, 2 Dust Tornado, pretty much for water. It's the same thing with D-Fissures. Soul Taker's mostly for rabbit. Fiendish Chain, it's just a really good trap. Same thing with Bottomless. And then Mind Crush, because a lot of decks search now, and water as well. And so you may be asking yourself, like, why do you side D-Fissures? Like, this card completely kills the entire plant engine. Well, usually game 2, people side like a lot of D-Fissures, like Banishers and stuff, against the plants, because when they see the plants, they're gonna start siding like mostly D-Fissures. So you side the entire plant engine out, and you put in you basically put in like Thunder King Stun with a whole bunch of traps. Like you'd always side in these, and then Thunder Kings, and make it like 9 cards with D-Fissure to make it kind of like anti-meta stun with Inzektors. And so they don't usually expect it, and then you win game 2. But a lot of the time, game 1 won't go over so well, and then when they side into this, and throw them off guard, it does pretty well. So yeah, that's the deck.
Alright, it's really cool. What sort of was your inspiration for combining Inzektors into the plant engine?
Well, originally it was pretty much all that card Gigaplant. This one. It basically originally it was like Gigaplant or Gigavice, which was an old deck that you use Super Vice to equip him, and so he can special summon like a Dragonfly or Hornet. So that was what the deck was based off of, and so that kind of inspired me. I was basically on DN one day, and was like, I want to play Gigavice, and then I read that can special summon insects, and I was like, oh, I should play Inzektors with this. And then I've been playing this for about like 3 or 4 months now, and it's been doing pretty well.
How are its matchups against like Mermail?
Against
compared to?
I would say Rabbit is this deck's best matchup. Mermail, game 1 is pretty difficult because they just it's way faster than this deck. Game 2, if I side correctly, if I'm siding in things like Fiendish Chain, Bottomless, and D-Fissure and stuff like that, and Dust Tornado, game 2 I can win game 3 as well. But game 1 is probably the toughest, and then Fire Fist, I haven't played too many Fire Fists actually. I haven't play tested this very much against Fire Fist, but I would imagine that it'd be like okay.
Alright, well, cool. Thanks. I appreciate the deck profile.
Yeah, no problem.
And remember, guys, thumbs up, subscribe.
Yeah.
Thanks again.